Okay, we're live.
Hello, fellow Crones. Welcome to
Welcome
Crone
to the
Cocktail.
Crone Cocktail Hour, everyone.
Karen, Ossiana, I toast to
Dana,
you,
Ossiana.
my witchy sisters.
So glad to see both of you.
It is a delight to see both of you as well.
What's
Yeah.
new, Dana?
Sorry, what's new with me? There is a lot new with me. And it's really funny you asked that, Karen, because, today was Bestie Day on the Daily Whatever show. And I was like, I have a zillion things I could talk to Lawrence about, but I don't know that I would want to talk about most of them on air. Because a lot of the things going on are things behind the scenes or things that I don't talk about around work and things. One thing I'll say is I had a really nice date last night.
Ooh.
So
Spill.
What's that? Spill?
Spill.
I'm not going to spill too much. I will say he's not a totally new to me person. We went on a few dates a short while ago. And he was someone who I was like, you are not in a place to date for a very good reason. And I told him that, and he didn't disappear. And we have kept in touch. And probably one of the more like grounded, secure, attached men I've met. He's just been and I was like, he's just been very present, and not in an overwhelming way, just he didn't run off when I said that. It's usually if you're like, hey, you're not in a spot where I can date, men are like, peace out, bye. But we have kept this like nice connection, and we went to a movie last night, and Marty Supreme, which was a really odd movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And he seems like a very sweet man. So
wow,
perhaps
that's
a little
great.
new moon manifestation.
Yay.
Leftover
Yes.
from the last one, the last
And you've been looking really gorgeous lately, Dana. And Ossiana, you look especially gorgeous tonight, too. Do you have new makeup?
I'm not wearing any makeup.
Oh, my God. That's even better, right?
Yeah, like what you're seeing right now is just like my eyes doing this weird thing that happens when I'm like really exhausted where, I mean, Karen's seen it before where one of them will just like randomly turn darker than the other. It's just...
I can't tell, but I don't know how good the quality is on my phone.
Yeah, I can't really see it. I've seen it up close, when you and I have been talking on the phone, are doing our things, but,
yeah.
But I want to hear, well, you don't have any makeup on. You look gorgeous. I don't know if you have makeup on or not, Dana. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
on the daily
very little, but that's not my natural lip color. That's for sure.
But I don't know if you can see her lips, Ossiana,
they're very
but
pretty.
Everybody was talking about today in the chat about Dana's lips. And I was
Really?
monitoring the chat, and she wasn't really seeing what they were saying. And they were all talking about her lips. And I texted her, in fact, and said, hey, they're all talking about how gorgeous you look today. So
I did see that, and that's very sweet. My lips, huh? Like they look different?
Yeah.
Well, for one thing, they seem to match your hair. And
that's just par for the course. I kind of have a palette, right? Another fun thing, I'm sorry, I don't want to make this about me. I do have another fun thing that I can share that I may talk about in a little bit, but I want everyone to have a chance to share like what's top of mind for all my Crone ladies. You've always liked my lipstick choices. Thank you. I feel like they vary depending on my hair color. Like this one's a little bit burgundy I probably should have a more vivid red right now, but this is the one I found in the 30 seconds before I joined the live because I was napping.
Oh, napping's good.
5 minutes. Well, that 7 a.m. podcast kind of does me in.
Ah, yes. So, Ossiana, you told me earlier that you did a photo shoot today. How did that go?
I mean, the photos themselves came out outstanding. Like, as a lot of people know, I have a loyal fans account that's like an OF, except not donating to Trump. And these came out next level because it was with a professional. It was with a professional pornographer. So
Ooh.
we got like some next level shots. Like my one of the guys I'm seeing, he's very, very happy with the shots. Came at a very high price, but sometimes you just have to deal with the cards that you're dealt. Um and I actually I don't know, I actually removed all my makeup before the chat today. So it's actually goth makeup that you'll see, or the light makeup. So what you're seeing here is me barefaced. It's it's just a little bit of a routine I have before shoot. So
Okay.
Well, ladies, I need help. I used to have a friend who was a makeup artist, and she used to always keep me in the latest everything. And she got out of the business, and I don't even know what she's doing now. But during COVID, all my makeup just kind of died, and I kind of let it go because I wasn't going anywhere, and I wasn't
Right.
doing lives. And so now I have zero makeup. And I keep asking people, hey, tell me what's some good stuff to have. And they never tell me. So you'll have to start. Both of you always look so perfectly made up, whether you're wearing makeup or not.
Oh my God,
And if
you're
you have
too
good
kind.
advice, witchy or not, I don't care. I can use help.
I have like a 5-minute makeup routine that I do because that's all the time I have in the morning.
Oh,
Before I go live, that I'm just like, um, and I can send. I don't make claims to be great at makeup. My kids, my older daughter,
daughters.
has a million products, and what's interesting is how makeup has evolved since I was younger. Because it was like blush, and now there's like highlighters and lowlighters and bronzers and primer for every part of your face. You need an eye primer and a skin primer and a lip primer and a lip mask. And I don't do all that shit because I don't do all that shit. But I am a big fan of It's the brand is called I think. It
yeah.
Cosmetics. The CC cream, which is
Okay.
it's basically like a tinted moisturizer with a little bit of coverage. I just put a little on my hands and just smear it all over my face with my fingers in the morning. It has a little sunscreen in it, so it's good. But it just evens out my skin, and I don't have to think too much about it. I like that. And then I've gotten into kind of like crayon-y style
Ooh,
pencils.
that sounds fun.
So, I think a robot voice just went off in my house.
A
Um,
robot voice?
yeah, probably Alexa. I thought I had unplugged them all, but either that or
Oh,
maybe it's
okay.
the ghosts coming out for the Crone hour. I don't know. Um, I'm a
Oh my
fan
gosh.
of Thrive. The brand Thrive makes a tubular mascara.
Okay.
And my eyes water a ton, and so I smear mascaras, but the tubular ones, you have to use hot water to take them off. Nothing else takes them off.
Oh.
So when you get in the shower, they come off in tubes,
Ooh.
the same shape as your eyelashes. So it looks like your eyelashes are falling off for a second. But the Thrive one is nice, I think. I don't know. I have just a few recommendations, but
I
you
want
don't need
all
it.
of them, okay? I want all of them. I just posted something. Karen C., the collector of books, is here. She also is a whatever. I don't know if you know her. I think you may know her, Ossiana, but
Mhm.
she was interested in learning astrology. And so I was giving her, the short list of what you can do. Because there's
Yeah.
3 or 4 things anybody who knows nothing about astrology can jump right in and do. And so I told her what those are. And then I mentioned I have a list I've been keeping. Well, I've been in astrology since I was 15 years old. And we
Mhm.
know that I'm not a young spring chicken anymore. So I have this huge list that I've been
Fuck, you're
keeping
Crone, like
forever.
us.
And I told Karen I would give it to her. But then when I went to look at it, I decided I'm just going to put it on Substack because other people keep asking me for a list of books as well. And it's
Yeah.
huge. It is freaking huge. So I'll probably update it in the next week or two. And then eventually
Okay.
I'll probably stick it somewhere as a database. So it's out there.
Fabulous.
But I have a
Sounds
short
awesome.
list. So I want your short list of makeup, both of you. Please help me.
So
I need help.
I actually can help you out with that, and some of them are going to shock you.
Let's hear. I like being
As
shocked
as a
sometimes.
Shock.
lot of people know, I'm a little bit of a makeup junkie.
Oh,
Um, the best moisturizer slash highlighter slash low lighter I've gotten is L'Oreal Paris Glotion.
oh,
It's like $8, and it actually gives you pretty decent coverage, and it moisturizes your skin and it plumps you up pretty good.
Ooh,
When I need heavier coverage, I get Japanese BB cream, which is what It Cosmetics CC cream was originally based off of.
ooh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I usually use age 20s in their lightest shade because, as you can tell, I kind of blend in with the white walls behind me. So,
Yes, I am not tan. I am melanin challenged, so I get it.
But you know what? You both
Yeah.
look great in black. I mean, Dana, lately you've been wearing darker colors. Like 2 days ago, Ossiana, she wore black and her hair was just popping. I mean, it was like
Oh,
jumping off
thank
the
you.
screen. And you always look good in black too, because blonde always looks good in black. And your hair is so platinum, which is really gorgeous. So you both should be wearing a lot of black. I wear black all the time.
I always wear a lot. I mean, black or like a burgundy or jewel tone is kind of my every now and then a green too. I like a good dark
You're good
green.
in green. Red has a good in green. What's your favorite color, Ossiana?
Mine? Oh, Oceana's.
I'll
oh,
get her first.
I mean, black is technically a shade and not a color, but if I had to choose a color, it'd be this might take everybody by surprise, but it's actually dark red.
Oh, that would look good on you. You're a winter, right? You're both winters, right?
I don't know, I'm colorblind.
Oh, do you know your color, Dana?
I don't think I'm a winter, am I? I always ask
Are you
my
maybe a summer or spring?
I don't know. I always thought fall because of the red hair, but
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
know I'm a winter. I am a winter. So
Okay.
I look good in emerald green when I wear it, but my hair is
Okay.
kind of not as blonde as I would like it to be. But
That's fixable. Mine is not as red as I would like it to be.
And mine is not as blonde as I want it to be.
haha, we always want it to be more. But Dana,
Uh,
what's your favorite color? Because black's not really color, right, Oceana?
yes. It
Technically.
is. It should be fairly obvious that it's dark plum or cranberry burgundy tones, anything in that family.
Those are all witchy colors, wouldn't you agree? Or
Hmm.
witchy tones?
Sure. They have long been my favorites. So it's funny because I'm trying to decide if I want to reveal this. No, not
Oh,
that part, but this part. I'm doing some like Substack thinking of like, what do I want to do and be? I mean, you've heard me mulling this around the new year and beyond. And today I have this idea and I think I want to do it. And I'll run it by you ladies and the audience first. I'm hearing myself echoing back like last week.
I
I
don't
don't
hear
think
an
it's my
echo.
mind.
Do you?
Okay. I hear it
Um,
most,
I kind of hear it, but not much.
yeah, I hear it. I hear it on, I think it is Oceana needing a headset. Maybe. Are you using an external mic or your phone?
Let me get an external mic.
So while she's doing that, Dana, tell us more about the guy who took you to the movie. Did you go anywhere before or after? Did you get coffee? Did you get drinks? What'd you do?
We ended up, we walked to the movies from my house. I live like half a mile from a little downtown area. And so we walked in the rain. It wasn't really rainy, but kind of cold and damp. And we got there and got the tickets, got a big thing of popcorn, and then realized we were 40 minutes early. Like the walk took less time than we thought it would. And so the other films hadn't let out yet, the early ones. And so
Oh,
we went to a restaurant across the street and got a quick drink before the show with our popcorn. And they were like, you can't have popcorn in here. And we were like, but we have a giant popcorn. So they just said, well, put it on the bench. We were sitting in a booth. So we had a drink and talked. And here's the funny thing. And I was just telling Lawrence about this, that I'm like, another article I need to write. I have so many. Um, Dating when you both have teenagers at home is kind of like trying to date when you're a teenager. That when you're a teen, you're trying to like duck from your parents. And when you're the parents, you're trying to duck from your kids. Because
hmm.
it was like my case in point, it was they were with their dad last night, but my younger daughter was babysitting our neighbor 3 houses up. And so when she was done, she just walked in the house and we were
Oh,
here.
oh.
Yeah. And I knew she was babysitting and like, we were just kissing on my couch. I was like,
Kissing
oh,
on the couch. That sounds
yeah,
spicy, doesn't it?
Yep.
it was a little spicy, but it was more sweet, like early days,
Oh, oh,
courtship.
oh,
Courtship is
courtship.
nice. So we
So you haven't
talked,
told him
we
about the sugar
kissed.
bowl yet, right?
Well, he's read and watched quite a bit of my work, which is another story I'm working on that I'll talk about in a second. So he might know about it, but I haven't overtly spoken about it. No,
You know what? My
but I
husband
could.
never reads my stuff, and I write about him all the time, especially on Medium. I wrote a story about him battling the ice machine with the refrigerator, which did pretty well on Medium. It's based on a true story. And then last night we had this colossal disaster. Neptune, which Ossiana asked me to talk about. Neptune has
Yeah.
just gone into Aries on the 26th, and it's going to be there now for 13-ish years, 13 and a couple
Oh,
months.
years.
Yeah, 13 years. Uh-huh. In Aries, which is the militant sign. It's the beginning sign. It's fire, which is going to be good for Oceana because she has Aries rising. It's going to be good for you too because you are a Leo. I love
Fire
your
sign.
fire. And Jupiter is getting ready to go on Leo this summer, which will be
I know.
fabulous for you. It'll be also
I'm
fabulous for Oceana because she has Aries. So Leo forms a trine to Aries. So that's going to be really good for Oceana, really good for you. It won't hurt me too badly. It'll be in a nice place. But last night, my husband only likes to go out about once a month, which is fine because I'm always, you know me, I work 18 hours a day. So, to go out, you have to get dressed and you do your hair and, all this stuff. And we always call a Lyft because traffic in Dallas is horrendous. So last night we still had snow on the ground and we were shocked by how much snow because we hadn't been out.
right.
But there was 3 or 4 inches, and people make fun of Dallas when we get snow but we
Sure.
almost never get snow. So
Yeah.
we
Well,
took
you're in
a lift.
Texas. You shouldn't be getting snow.
I know. We took a lift, and the guy was really nice, and he had a great car and everything, but he spoke zero English, zero. The only thing he could manage to tell us was that he was from Venezuela. And then he said, I hate Maduro. That's all he said. We're like, okay. So he took us, but it was really snowy and it was icy. And he was saying, I'm really scared driving. And we said, we're sorry. We didn't realize it was like that. We get into the restaurant, and I said to my husband, don't forget to tip the Lyft driver. He doesn't have his phone. And I go, where's your phone? I know you had it in the car. And he goes, oh, I think I left it in the lift. I think I left
No.
my phone in the car. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And
Oh,
so he has
shit.
a Find Me. He had the Find Me app. And he
Yeah.
goes, here, because he was using my phone to look for his
Right.
phone on the Find Me app. He goes, my phone is driving down the highway right now. And I said, oh my God. So the whole dinner, we're trying to call Lyft. We're trying to get a hold of somebody. They're trying to talk to the driver, doesn't speak any English. The driver's trying to communicate with us. And so one of the bus boys at the restaurant spoke really good English and Spanish. So he was translating. And the whole dinner was like getting this phone back. And finally, by the time we
Oh
left,
my God.
the guy had communicated with Lyft that he would bring the phone today. And so all day today he's been messaging me because he had my phone number saying, I'll get
Right.
there when I can. It's really cold. It's really icy. We don't get this much weather in Brazil. Okay, fine. I guess he was using the translation tool. Really nice man, really, really nice man. But, he did bring the phone back and we gave him a very nice tip for his trouble. And then we had to pay Lyft a service charge all to get
Sure.
the phone back. But it was worth it. And I said, this is Neptune, classic Neptune, confusion, delusion, illusion, that nobody could speak the language. It was just crazy.
Uh,
But it had a happy ending. So that's good. I'm very happy. But I said to my husband, okay, I'm getting
oop.
a larger
Oh,
handbag.
sorry.
And the next time we go out, I'm putting your purse, your sunglasses, your gloves, all your junk in my handbag. Because if I'd had if I'd had my phone in his purse, this would never have happened. But it fell out of the pocket of his jacket in the back of the seat. And he didn't notice he didn't have it until he had to tip the guy. And he's, oh, yeah. Have you ever had that
Oh
happen?
my God.
I've lost my phone, and that's actually the reason I'm alive.
Oh, that's a good story. Tell that story.
So at the time, I was being trafficked, and I was at a anime rave at a anime convention. I was dancing, and my phone fell out. The person who got it, believe it or not, was a gang member. he found my phone and I gave him food. I was like, you have to meet my friends because brainwashed as hell. And he saw what was going on. He saw like the completely like blank, like boop, boop, stare that I had. And he kind of went up to the ringleader and he was like, okay, if she dies, you die. So what are we doing here?
Wow.
That's quite literally the only reason I'm alive.
Well,
Because
that's a
someone,
good story.
yeah, someone on my phone out of all things it has to be like one of those people who most people are like terrified of. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you still have the echo,
Yes.
Dana?
Yeah, but it's okay. There's just feedback. I think it's coming through Ossiana's mic, but it's okay.
Testing 1, 2,
Can you
3.
hear
Can you
me?
hear this?
Oh, there's
Oh,
Jason
that's
again.
much clearer.
Much
Jason's
clearer?
hilarious.
Okay.
Jason said he uses something when he goes live because he is shiny. That can't be true, Jason.
Now you're super echoing, Karen.
Now I'm echoing.
Oh, no, just for a second you were, but it was like cool reverb sound.
Oh.
Maybe I'm
So-
hallucinating. Maybe it's me.
Oddly enough, it was like about 14 years ago, 15 years ago. No, I was like, it's like 20, so I'm like 38, so it was a little bit more than that. But it's interesting because online on TikTok, I've been seeing so many things about Neptune is going into Aries, and if you were a water sign, this was particularly a bad cycle for you because Neptune in Pisces gives you lots of fakeness, lots of illusions. And,
Oh,
you
boy.
know, like, I don't like to trust TikTok astrologers for a multitude of reasons. But I definitely wanted to get a little bit more insight on what's going on with the stars and the planets.
Sensible.
Well, the problem, this has always been the problem. I mean, astrology, especially like you want to jack in the box astrology or TikTok astrology or whatever, I mean, it's so complex. You don't just have your birthday. You don't just have your sun sign. You have your sun sign. You have your rising sign, which is based on your time of birth. You have your moon sign, which affects your motion. But then you have 12 houses. You have 12 planetary positions plus the moon's node. And they can all be in different signs. So there's 12 different moon signs that could be in 12 different houses. And all of those planets interact with each other. It's like a huge cocktail party, and each of the planets has their own personality. They act differently in each house. The moon, when it's in the fourth house, is very happy because the moon rules the fourth house. But the moon is not very happy, like in the 12th house, because that's hidden and that's the emotions, that's shadows. And the emotions, to be balanced, you need to be able to express them in a healthy manner. And of course, the moon does very well in Cancer because Cancer is ruled by the moon. It doesn't do as well in Aries because Aries tends to be more combative. The moon wants to be loving and homebody, and the moon's not very happy in some other signs. It's happy in Taurus where it's, exalted. So all of these things, if you look at all of
Taurus
them,
moon.
if you look at the planets, the houses, the signs, and then you have whether it's earth, air, wind, fire, you have if it's cardinal, fixed, or mutable, you have what's the ruler of the chart, it becomes this big, ginormous puzzle, that you have to put together. So if somebody says, well, I'm an Aries, that's just one teeny tiny little nugget of information. And unfortunately, I've known people who've studied astrology for 30, 40 years. They're still learning the little subtleties, subtle, blah, 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 finer points of astrology.
Subtleties. You said it right.
Subtleties, yeah. So, with Neptune, it can manifest in a myriad of ways. Just because you're a Cancer right now, if you're an early Cancer, like if you were born in the first 7 to 10 days of Cancer, your sun, depending on what house it's in, because Neptune is in 0 degrees of Aries, that forms a square, which is conflict. And Neptune is confusion, it's illusion, it's delusion. So it can also be high spirituality. It can be meditation. It could, like, for example, an easy aspect could be, okay, let's say you have Neptune and 0 degrees Aries, and let's say you have your sun at 0 degrees Cancer. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to walk around in a fog. It can mean that you're having a problem with your meditation class, or maybe you've lost your meditation book, or maybe your husband has lost his phone in, a lift car, causing massive confusion, which my son is 1 degree Cancer and Neptune 0 Aries. And so I said, okay, well, there we are. I spent, practically 24 hours in confusion about where his phone was. So, it has both a good and a bad potential. And if you know what it is, you can use it for your advantage. So there really is sometimes things that are difficult and challenging happen. But, if you understand what the potential is, a lot of times you can get in front of it. You can get around it. So it's not necessarily, oh my God, I need to hide in a closet for the next 13 years. It's, there could be some burps or,
Right.
things like that.
Myra's asking if you have slides on this. Can you send your PowerPoint after the podcast is
Who's
over?
asking?
Myra.
Myra, no, but I did write a story about Neptune that I posted tonight, and what it's going to be doing in general over the next 13 years. I just posted on Substack tonight. I used it as a way to promote the show. And I also did something last night, a witchy chant that you can do with or without essential oils that is supposed to help you focus on bringing in money. Since I did love tea and love wine last time, I decided I should do money because people always want to know about love and money, career, their health. So I figured I've already done love and might as well do money. But a witch who owned a shop that I talk about, in fact, I mentioned her in the story, she gave me the chant many, many, many years ago. You can use it with essential oils or you can use it just as a chant, like a prayer. And just helps you focus. It helps you. Remember, we were talking about asking the universe for what you want. Just helps you focus on getting what you want.
I did that for like 3 days and then I stopped doing it, and I need to get back to it, Karen.
I have a little bit of an issue of doing it in the morning. Unfortunately, I have the female version of morning wood, so like my mind is constantly in the gutter.
Okay, well then do it in the evening when your wood dies down.
That I can do. I wasn't sure if like timing really mattered that much.
No,
Right
it's
now
just intention. It's just intention, it's just staying focused.
I
So,
have lured some familiars here.
Cute.
Some cats. You got some cats?
Yes.
I want to know more about this guy. Is he your type? Is he the handsome, skinny, with the great hair kind of guy?
My guy?
Yeah. Dana.
He's tall and handsome and gentle. Like, yeah, he's definitely.
Of course, you got his sign right. You know what sign he is, right?
He told me when his birthday is, and I'm really good with birthdays. And now it was in September, so he might be a Virgo.
Ooh, that's nice.
I don't remember the date.
Or Libra. If it's
Is it Libra or Libra? I've always said Libra. Is it Libra?
Libra. Everybody says
tomato and tomato.
I know, tomato. Yeah,
right. We'll see. I don't want to get too over my skis, so to speak. But probably like one of the more compatible people I've known in terms of like culture and music, and just sort of lived. Well, not all our lived experiences, but sort of some of our foundational ones. So we have a good friendship foundation starting because we have so much in common, which is really nice.
And guess what?
Cute.
Guess what, Miss Dana?
What?
You are a Scorpio rising. And so your 11th house, which is friendship, is Virgo. Drum roll. So you would get along very well with Virgos. That's why you and Lawrence are best friends, because his 11th house of friendship is Leo.
That makes so much sense.
You're a font of knowledge, and it is remarkable. It really, I had no idea how many things you knew about and how deep you can go in all of these things. It's pretty amazing, Karen.
Well, when you live 2 lives for the price of one, you stack up a bunch of stuff. Right?
I feel the same way. I feel the same way with the multiple lives, and people are always like, "You do too much. You take on so much," and I'm like, "Don't you want to take more on? We're only here once, you guys." take it, take it, take it. Anything you want to be doing, you got to make it happen. So,
But I do have a
I,
confession to make. I have a confession to
yes,
make.
bring it.
Sometimes I get so busy that, I'll hear from people, I'll get little notes, I'll get messages, and I honestly don't lose them. They're in my head, they're in my list, but it just for some like the day will get so crazy busy that I can't get back to where I want. Like today, I got up at 3 and I wrote on Medium, and then I went back to bed because I was really tired. And then I got up at 8:30 and I was running around getting ready for the Daily Whatever show. And then I was at my little desk ready to go with my tea and everything at 10 minutes to 9. And then when you started the show, there I was typing, 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 hello to everybody. Then after the
Yes.
show was over, I was back in Substack getting the tape so I could transcribe it for you guys. Then I got done with that. And then my husband wanted to go to lunch because we had business. So I was doing that. Meanwhile, I had these texts that I kept going, I got to get back, got to get back. And I wasn't able to answer some of them. And I feel bad. I get there eventually, but sometimes it might take me 24 hours. So I apologize if you send me anything and it doesn't seem like I'm paying attention. I am. It's just, I can't quite get there yet. You know how that goes, right?
Yeah.
I
No, I
100%.
get it. Like lately, I feel like astrologically something is going on in my chart where there's literally a dead zone of communication. Like, it's been
Plain.
like no matter how hard I try to reach out to people, they're not reaching back. Obviously, like I'm currently dealing with a lot of betrayal in my circle of friends related to the rave scene. I'm not going to get into it here, but um like just to put it lightly, I'm not going to any shows anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like when I actually get warnings from my ex to not go, like that's how yeah.
I'll answer that in a minute. I need to say happy birthday to B
Happy
because B
birthday.
Happy
happy birthday,
birthday.
B.
Happy birthday.
Yo, can we get a toast to B? Because
Yeah,
she's
toast
always
to B.
like such a good fan. She's
Yeah,
always
she's
here.
great. We love you, B. And by the way,
Love you,
I owe
B.
you a message, B. I haven't forgotten.
Cheers.
And hi,
I'm
Mason.
Cheers to
clinking
B.
glass and making eye contact.
Okay, so Ossiana, here's the deal. So we know that all the planets are changing signs. We know that Neptune is at 0 degrees Aries. We know that you have Aries rising. We know that you have Pisces and Capricorn as your profile. Okay, so what that means is Neptune is hovering around you. And whenever a planet that's that big, like, Neptune takes 13 to 14 years to go through a sign. That is huge. And it moves slow, but it leaves a lot of waves in its wake. So what's happening with that is you're in between. You're in between with everything. If you stop and think about it, you're in between relationships. You're in between commitments. You're in between where you want to go with your career. You're in between right now where you live. You're thinking about where you want to go. And this is a time of and it's hard because you have Aries rising. The Aries are like, let's go.
Charge,
Let's
charge,
get it done.
charge.
Let's just happen. Let's me. I want to happen. Let's. And so you don't want to hang around and cool your jets. But right now you need to hang around and cool your jets because there's more unfolding. And when you have Neptune, it doesn't. I'm going to give you an example. Last June, somebody who I really adored, that was a really close friend of mine, got really upset with me. And I didn't even understand why they were upset. I mean, they were really upset. And I tried to talk about it and they just didn't talk to me. And so I was really sad. But then I decided, I'm just going to let it go. It's Neptune. So I just let it go. And just recently they reached out and everything's okay. And they said, I was just going through a lot of stuff and I couldn't concentrate and I was just getting upset about stuff and there was deaths in the family. And so you just never know. It's a lot of times not even you. It's just Neptune is stirring up, confusion all around you. So I know it's hard for you to just sit back and take a deep breath and go, it's not me. But if you can do that, it will be very helpful for you. And I know as an Aries, you want to be out there running around, making things happen. But could you just try to take a deep breath and go, it's not me?
It's not me.
after some of the warnings I got, I'm gonna have to take a deep breath from a lot of stuff. Like a lot of people in my former immediate circles who I thought I'd have like that for the rest of my life. They really revealed their true face, and they didn't even like approach me about what was going on, because this does appear to be divorce related. So I just kind of like, I was like, you know what? I was always good to these people. If they can't see that for themselves, it's time. Get them out.
Yes. Yep.
Um, but lately, like I am gonna try to like take a deep breath. It's just that right now it's a lot.
I know.
Like
I know.
if there was a plate of crap, I got an all you can eat buffet plate of crap.
Okay.
Like,
Well, you don't have to eat everything on the plate. You can throw a lot of it away, right?
Mhm. It's true. Pick that
By the
plate up
way,
and huck it away. Just throw it on the
you
wall.
said happy birthday to B. It was Nikki's birthday
Yes.
yesterday. In fact, we
yeah.
wished her a birthday on the daily whatever, remember?
Happy
Mhm.
birthday, Nikki. Here, we're gonna do another toast to Nikki.
To Nikki, happy
Nikki.
Oh,
birthday.
Nikki, you're so
Happy, happy,
fine.
happy.
I would be on my
Happy, happy,
mom's.
happy. Snappy,
Oh,
snappy, snappy.
When you drink tea like that, it kind of
Yeah.
looks like a bong.
Beth
As if you're
said,
drinking.
okay, funny story. I
"Pause."
accidentally drank bong water thinking it was tea. It was
Uh-oh.
not tea.
Okay. Blah.
Karen, like that you're
I've
like,
had
okay.
I've had good cannabis tea though. Like really good. I liked it way too much and I ended up on the couch for a day and a half.
Ugh.
That can happen, I would imagine. I have
Bleh.
not had cannabis tea, but
Bleh.
I'm I can be sensitive to we can all be sensitive to oral ingesting of that
Yes.
stuff, that's for
Yes.
sure.
So wait, we need to get back to the sugar bowl. Do you know
Mhm.
about the sugar bowl, Ossiana?
Sugar Bowl is isn't that like an attraction spell?
No,
Oh no,
this is a Daily
this is
Whatever
the
show
Dana
joke.
thing.
So, I
Dana,
wrote
why don't you give the story? It's so good.
sure. I wrote an essay a few months ago about a man I dated over the summer who I was pretty crazy about, who is not in good working order. But the story opens with me saying, I knew I could fall in love with Mason, not his real name, when he washed my sugar bowl. And I go on to detail how it was like the first, he had spent the night at my home and we had that awkward but delightful like morning, let's make morning beverages. And I'm a tea drinker. He's a coffee drinker. So I had like old beans and it was kind of awkward in my sugar bowl. I don't take sugar in my tea. So it just had like almost nothing in it, like the crusty ends of old sugar in it. And it was a little embarrassing. And so I fetched like a fresh bag of sugar and we had our drinks and then he left. And when I came back into the kitchen, I saw that he had washed my sugar bowl and left it to dry. And I was like, such a simple act of kindness. He didn't have to do that.
Mhm.
But it's been so long since I've had another adult a partner who shared my home with me, who would do like simple niceties like that, that it just, I was like, what a kind person. And he is a kind person, even though he's a very undateable person, sadly. But
Because of his grief. Because of his
because
grief.
of a lot of things, yeah. Grief, Gen X, all Gen X dating is grief. That's going to become a new theme of mine that I'll be writing
A
about.
new
But
t-shirt.
t-shirt. Oh, I don't know if I want a t-shirt that
Yeah, you
says
still have to have
movie
like a
t-shirt.
oh.
But Lawrence, when I talked about we had a Daily Whatever show where I talked about this essay, and the opening line came up about, I knew I could fall in love with him because he washed my sugar bowl. And Lawrence was like, he washed your sugar bowl. And so since then, wash my sugar bowl has just become a euphemism.
For
I
we
said,
know naughty. Naughty stuff, right?
yes, I
Naughty
believe for
little
oral. I
things.
mean,
Leave it
he's
to
like,
Lawrence, right?
yes,
Leave it
that
to
he's just
Lawrence.
like, well, I'm telling you, I got a guy who washes my sugar bowl too. Yeah. So that
So
we're
funny.
trying to make that happen. To paraphrase Mean Girls, like, stop trying to make fetch happen. We're trying to make wash my sugar bowl is like toss my salad, wash my sugar bowl.
I
We
Oh,
love
all
that.
just want a man who will wash our sugar bowls, ladies,
His
don't we?
it looks like Amber also had a birthday. Amber, did you have a birthday? I'm sorry if we didn't mention you. Anybody else that we didn't mention who's had a birthday recently?
I will cheers over and over with my.
Yeah, we'll just cheer all night long here. So happy
What?
birthday.
I'm going to cheers. Happy birthday to everybody.
Happy birthday to everybody.
Cheers.
Happy birthday to Amber. And I hope that's not bong water that you're drinking, Ossiana.
It is not this time, thankfully. But I've had very, very delicious cannabis tea. Like that was like it was cannabis, raspberries, and like blueberries and a little bit of lemon. And oh my god, I kept drinking it. It tasted like a rosé wine.
Oh,
that sounds
So
delicious.
like I drank a liter of it, and I got up because I didn't feel it, and that's how I ended up out cold for like a day.
oh, I'm sorry. So
I mean, I
sorry.
hope
So
it was
sorry.
a good out cold. It was a fun
I
out
mean,
cold.
don't be sorry. I got paid to do it. It's just, I didn't realize I'd be tripping that hard, and I was like, long story short, my house had a massive quantity of Doritos chips missing for the
Oh,
rest of the week. I was like a Hoover vacuum. I was like,
oh my God.
Oh my
Oh my
God,
God.
Ossiana, your life and I don't even know why you hang out and talk to me. I always feel I'm very boring.
No, you are not.
no,
You are
you're
not
not.
boring at all.
I don't think I'm boring, but Ossiana, you're like next level. Your stories are
I'm
like
boring. Boring. All I do is work.
nonsense
I
and talk
mean,
about astrology and witchy spells.
Which reminds me, we have two things. First of all, Eric Pollock, I hope I said that right, posted a poem for us from Eric's Corner. And it
Oh,
says, I
thank you,
began with
Eric.
hedges, blueprints, thoughts caged in precision. The stone was, help me, it won't go up. Silent, stubborn, waiting for my need to impress, to exhaust itself. I carved what I knew until knowing felt heavy, until each cut was a conflict between vision and resistance. The stone did not flinch. It waited. And then, without ceremony, I loosened my grip, not on the tool, but on expectation. The shape I'd imagined dissolved. The hand moved, but something else directed it. I was no longer the artist. I was the conduit, a medium for what the stone already knew it wanted to become. Time became irrelevant, breath unmeasured, the dust thickened, and I vanished into the rhythm of something most
more
ancient,
ancient.
more ancient than effort. And art made itself. It borrowed my body and just enough to tell its story through surrender. Oh, that's really nice.
Wow, beautiful. That was all in the chat.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
Eric
cow.
posted it.
I
So
usually have my laptop open and I'm like, this is not a work meeting. This is a social call.
Yeah,
It's
Eric's
cocktail hour.
Corner. I'm sorry if I
Yeah,
butchered it, Eric. I did my best. It's
thank
hard
you,
to
I had
read
an
the
Eric.
screen,
interesting
on the phone. It's really hard.
so I had an interesting thing that I saw online. Actually, it was on Reddit. And this kind of has to do with astrology because we use astrology to predict things. And the older I get, the more I feel like we actually chose the trajectory of our lives on this planet. Like, or at
Okay.
least for this particular lifetime. Um,
I agree completely.
like a lot of stuff does not necessarily make sense, but it also feels like there seems to be like a collective unconscious that knows when something is going to happen. And it was interesting because this particular Reddit post, um, I actually sent it to myself. It mentioned that there was an author about 30 years ago, maybe even longer, maybe 50, who created a book about the tyrant that would destroy America. And
Ooh,
this was before like Donald Trump was even part of like the local lexicon, so to speak. And the guy's name, believe it
interesting.
or not, was Trump.
Hmm.
The man
And
who predicted it was named Trump?
no, the name of the like evil nemesis.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it's interesting because there were a bunch of very similar um things where there were like low key messages about Trump winning the election or Trump being president, like President Biff from Marty McFly. That
Right.
was the most famous one, but people don't realize that The Simpsons predicted it before it was even on the table.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And
Lawrence and I are big Simpsons fans. I'm trying to
Me
yeah,
join the
too.
chat now.
Me too.
Bob says, look up the Elon. I probably should look that up. I'm still trying to find that, I'm still trying to find that, thing that I sent to myself, but, I found it very interesting that, like, we've started to get so many, like, retrospective predictions of the entire Trump presidency, how it would, cause America to pull apart. And I'm wondering if have you ever seen anything similar? Like there's a collective unconscious where people have started to low key predict things.
Give an
It has
example. Sometimes I learn best by example.
well, definitely like the Trump thing, like Simpsons showing Trump, President Biff showing Trump from not Hitchhiker's Guide, Back to the Future. Having that one like sci-fi story also mentioned Trump. Or another good example was there was a book about the sinking of the unsinkable giant ship that was a high luxury a vacation cruise. It was in the what was it? In the book, I believe it was called the Titania. In real life, 3 years later, the Titanic sank.
Okay.
So,
Pretty
have you
spooky.
ever seen? Huh?
I said that is pretty spooky. I don't know about that book, but that is definitely spooky. I'm trying to get into our chat and my trackpad is sucking
I
in. Oh, wait, it's because I have to click in the corner. That's
Oh,
right.
click in
Thanks,
the corner.
Substack.
I will tell you that there's an astrologer I've studied with for years. His name is Stephen Forrest, and he's amazing. And he did a whole thing. He has a school and he has a call. He does a Zoom call if you're a student every month. And he talked about Neptune and how it is impacting the collective. But what he said was if we use the power of the positive part of Neptune, which is spirituality and forgiveness and love, pure love, and, caring for others and being there for others. If we all are conscious of this opportunity to strengthen our collective through prayer, meditation, through good works, through sending great energy, through Reiki, that we can overcome this evil force that really basically seems to have descended upon us. It doesn't have to be that we go up in flames. It can be that we turn and redo the narrative to a beautiful, positive experience rather than a negative, horrible experience that we're all living through right now with the murders and the
Yeah.
ICE raids and all the other stuff. So, if you look at it from that viewpoint, his attitude is we're all individuals with our own consciousness. And if we make the decision we want it to be positive and we get everyone else into that mindset, that collective consciousness can change everything. I don't know what you feel about that, but that's his opinion.
I believe it. Like, it's interesting because I remember that one article I sent you about Vanity Fair, and apparently a lot of world leaders read that same article. The 2006 astrology on the United States saying
Oh,
that
yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it said that like eventually America would go back upwards, not to like where it was, but we would be a different country, would have to be more participating as a world member of the world, a lot more active in climate change, a lot more active in, getting rid of misinformation. And um wasn't that was astrology backed, right?
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, the astrologer that wrote that is no longer alive, but yeah. Yeah, he did predict that. But that's related to Pluto because Pluto is also changing signs. Saturn's going from Pisces to Aries. It's not there yet. It will be next month. Uranus is going from Taurus to Gemini. Pluto, which takes 14 to 21 years, depending on what sign it's in. Pluto has moved from Capricorn into Aquarius, which is, the age of enlightenment. So the way Pluto works, it tears everything down before it rebuilds it. So you have to go through a period of getting rid of, taking out all the trash like you're going through, Oceana, clearing out all the garbage before you can plant a garden and grow beautiful flowers. So from that viewpoint, that guy in Vanity Fair, the astrologer, was referencing Pluto and how we're going through a dark period of cleaning out the garbage, which look what we're going through right now. Everything is hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that an overstatement? Am I overstating, do you think?
No, you're not, because it's interesting because a lot of the institutions that I think that everybody expected to stay intact have dissolved. And perhaps one of the most fascinating ones that seen dissolve in, I would say over the course of about 50 years is the education system, simply because we took it so deeply for granted and we literally starved the beast. And then somewhere along the line, a lot of people seem to think that all opinions matter.
Uh-oh, am I frozen?
No,
No?
you look
Now you
your
are.
gorgeous
Oh,
self.
nope, you're good.
Your gorgeous smile is there. You're blinking your eyes. I can see you.
Okay.
So am I freezing?
No.
Oh, thank you. Just the audio is glitching for me, and I'm wondering if it's my connection or if everybody is hearing it.
Nope, you seem fine. Although I don't know
Yeah.
if you know this today, Dana, but you and Lawrence were glitching today, and there was like a full two, about maybe a whole minute where you both disappeared. Did you know that?
Mm.
I sent you a text. I was trying to get your attention, and everybody's like, "What happened to Dana and Lawrence?" It's like you totally disappeared from the screen, and then you came back. It happened in the middle of the daily whatever today for
Hmm.
about a minute. You were gone. You're both gone.
Well, I guess that's Neptune for you.
Oh, Neptune, yeah. Oh, at least we don't have Mercury retrograde right now, which by the way is next month. It's the end of February. Around the 26th of February, we're gonna. Oh my gosh, what happened to Dana? Did we lose her?
I think we did.
Oh no, we lost Dana.
This isn't even Mercury retrograde. Oh my God. I'm just going to hide under a rock for the rest of Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, it hasn't even started yet. But no, as Mason or somebody else pointed out, um, oh, this morning someone in the chat said that DOD is monitoring Substack.
This does
But
not
maybe they
surprise me. I already have a list of stuff. Like the DOD knows who I am. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay. Well, anyway, um, I guess she froze and dropped, somebody else said. I don't know.
Yep.
Can she come back in?
I don't see why not. Let's try to invite her. There we go. Send invite. Yeah. Jason Odell says the only Mercury I want is Freddie.
Oh, Freddie. God, didn't you love Freddie Mercury? Oh, there she is, Dana.
Mhm.
It's a little version of Dana.
Who's Keg's breath? Oh. Well, anyway, it's interesting to just see like how many institutions kind of start to crumble apart. I actually started to notice something interesting, particularly among the Midwest. You guys can tell me if you've noticed this similar. Now that farmer subsidies are not working out the way that they used to because of um Dan, are you okay? You're kind of glitching.
She's glitching bad.
Uh, it's glitching pretty bad, so I'm
Yeah.
just sitting quietly and seeing if it'll get better.
Yeah. I'm not going to be
Okay.
able to
I am
stay on
glitching.
much past our closing time. I'm going to have to go do something. So I'm warning you ahead of time.
All right, that works. But yeah,
Oh, is that her dog? Or am I seeing something else?
yes,
No.
I thought it was a stuffed animal at first, but it does appear to be a puppy.
Oh, really? It could be
Yeah.
Kira. Is that Kira? No, she's gone.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I mean, it's almost the end of the hour. So, if you guys
Hi.
just Huh?
That's
Hello.
Kira. Is it better
Hi,
now?
Kira.
Yeah, I came to the sofa. She's happy about that. Am I better now? I turned off Wi-Fi,
Mhm.
so I'm just using my
They
phone,
they
you
said
know.
it's Substack. Substack's been glitching all day on
Yeah.
a lot of different lives.
Hmm. Weird. I
So
don't know what's going on with that, but I apologize.
That's okay. We just missed your beautiful face, right, Ossiana?
Well,
yes.
thank you. You're
Do
sweet. Now I'm all dark and dusky over here.
That's okay. Do we have any last minute witchy or crony kind of stuff that we have to talk about, Ossiana?
Yes. I guess now that my soon to be ex is leaving the house, what are some good energy cleansing options for the
Do you
house?
ha- do you
Cuz
have do you have Tibetan bowls by chance?
no, but I can
Okay.
get some.
Okay. Number one, you could smudge the whole house. You probably know how to smudge, right? I
Mhm.
would smudge the whole house. The other thing you can do is you can take just pans, metal pans, and you can bang them. It doesn't have the same effect as the Tibetan bells, but it does. The other thing you can do is a cord cutting. I think I explained to you how to do a cord cutting, but if you want, I can write it up. A cord cutting really helps clear the energy. So I would recommend that you get rid of anything of his that's going to really upset you or put it in storage so you don't have to see it. And then number two, I would clear all the space of the entire house, not just his. And don't forget when you smudge to open a window so all the negative junk can go
Mhm.
out. And then I would do a cord cutting and you should be good to go.
That works.
Do you
Yeah,
have
I
anything,
definitely
Dana, to add?
I was thinking that I didn't share my weird, but I think good idea that I'm thinking about doing and I wanted to run by you guys.
Let it rip.
It still says my internet is unstable. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So here's my idea. I think I've had this weird thing around like identity and who am I online because
Yes.
everything like pretty much goes into Gen XZ and then there's like Medium Dana DuBois and there's Substack, but I barely write there. And today I did this whole exercise where I found like my brand colors and like I've been getting my Dana DuBois page up.
Oh,
And the
good.
idea I had, and I think I want to do this, I want to take everything I've posted and repost it with like I'd like branded like a nice cover image and then
Yeah.
I want to read out loud my own stories. So the audio is me, not the AI voice.
Oh,
And I
good.
think I'm going to like one at a time go through and revisit these stories and post like a story a day for a while cuz I want to flood Dana Dubois writes with a bunch of energy. Like even this right now Gen XC is my default publication and the daily whatever it's we're gonna change the branding eventually, just be daily. That's just content writing destination, and so I really wanna build up me, like, I don't have that many followers or subscribers because 'cause they've gone to Gen Z, um, and so I'm like, 2026, like, I've just sort of been slowing down some things and being quieter and wanting to see what comes forward, and today what came forward was, like, you need to own your name, and it needs to look pretty, and this like, there's no one place right now where I can send people to be like, "You can read all my work here."
Good
And I
idea.
want Dana Dubois Writes on Substack to become that place. And I want to revisit my words by reading them aloud. And so if there are folks who are either visually impaired or prefer listening to reading, that they hear me reading my story and not like I am an AI robot reading the story.
I think that's a
So I
great
want to
idea,
revisit my own
Oceana.
stories. Is that a good idea? It feels
Great idea.
It feels practical and technical and brandy, but it also has like a witchy overtone of like, I want to go back and make sure my own stories are captured and stored the way I want them to look and sound.
Yes.
I think it's a
That's
beautiful
my,
idea. I think it's a wonderful
I might
idea.
start once a day. Re-record everything under Dana Brand. I want to hear you tell me your stories. Thank you, mate. I'm going to do that. And I think I
Do
might
it,
even
Dana.
start tonight. I have no plans tonight. It's so nice. After this, I'm like, I'm going to go make some dinner and hang out with the pets, and I might do a reading. But yeah, I picked some really pretty brand colors, and I made like, I'm going to make like, you know how like with the daily, like some people put covers on their stories or their podcasts, and others like the Daily Whatever Show, we just grab a shot from the things. It's usually us being like, just pictures. And then for my content, historically, I've just used either a personal photo or a photo from Unsplash or one of the freebies, but they all look really different and it gets really cluttered looking. And I'm like, no, I want it to look like a collection, sort of
Sounds
like
like a great
chapters in a
idea.
book. And it's going to take a lot of time, and that's going to take away from me writing new stuff. And I have so many ideas, but I'm really feeling the need to do this.
Well, I have good news
So
for
I'm
you.
gonna. Yeah.
We're still in the new moon period. The full moon is on the 1st of February. And as of today,
Yes.
about 5:30, we had a very difficult last aspect was a square. It's gone. All tonight, all day tomorrow, and into Saturday, we have a really great last aspect. And as we approach the full moon, it's a very good time to blossom. So you picked a perfect time to do it.
It also sounds like
Okay.
this is gonna light up your throat chakra a little bit. Like you're actually finding your voice. So
Yes.
Thank you. I'm gonna light the shit out of my throat
Light
chakra.
the shit out of it. And light the shit out of your
I love
eyes,
that.
Ossiana.
Hmm?
Light the shit out of your eyes and your around your head chakra.
I mean, okay. I mean,
They're good. Yeah, they're good. They're all seeing. That's what, intuitives have, those kind of eyes. So you're good. You're both good. And I'm going to have to skedaddle. So it has been lovely. I hope everyone's had a really
I
good time. I
yes.
loved seeing
We should
everybody.
tell everybody before we go one last thing that
Yes.
we're going to do this once a month on the new moon,
Yes. So
right?
we
Or
can
the
set new
closest.
moon
So
intentions.
Karen,
At least the three of
you're
us.
my.
I'm gonna try to grab other guests.
Yes. Well, Dana and I.
Oh yeah,
are
yeah.
making this.
Yes.
We are the Crone coven on for the new moon.
Yes.
So Karen, you're the expert on such things. I assume that like the day of week might not always fall right on the new moon.
It may not.
So do we do it just before or just after, which
We need to at least do it after.
is better?
Usually you should let the new moon settle in for 12 to 24 hours because when it's a new moon, it's conjunct the sun and the sun can burn it up. So most astrologers believe you should use the new moon after it's settled a bit. So I can let you guys know when the next new moon is and we can pick a date around then. What do you think of that?
That works. And today I learned the new moon is also pretty much a vampire like me.
It is. Yeah. So, but yeah, you'll probably be doing other guests, Ossiana, but Dana and I are claiming the new moon date, if that's
Sounds
okay.
good. That's perfectly fine.
Okay. Well,
Love
hugs
it.
and kisses, you guys. It's been
Love
fabulous
it.
days.
Mwah.
Bye, everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Have a good one.
Happy
Bye.
birthday to all the birthday babes.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy birthday, everyone.